So here is Grace Kitty on her follow-up after her surgery. She's already in her carrier. Hi, Grace. And this is the great Dr. Shadia Rayfish, who performed the miracle surgery. And doctor, I'm going to let you talk about Grace's condition.
Sure.
When I brought her in
Sure.
and to this beautiful place here in Studio City. And I want to say how grateful I am that Chris found you and found this wonderful place. Humans don't get care like this.
That's very nice. Thank you.
So please
Thank you.
tell us about what happened.
Sure. Yeah, so our girl here sustained a pretty bad pelvic fracture in actually multiple locations. And I'll try to show you on here. So this is basically a cross-section view of her lower spine. And then here's the left pelvis, and here's the right. And you see how the right is kind of a perfect circle, which is normal. On the left side, though, we have this break right here. And so that's where the fracture was. And so if you take a look at it on x-rays, at the time of the injury itself, it's kind of hard to tell on x-ray the fracture right here. That subtle line right there. Mm-hmm. And then if you look, you compare that to where we are today. So we have a bone plate, 6 screws, and now that break is gone. Everything is solid bone now. So completely healed, perfect function, and also at the time of the trauma too, this hip joint was actually out of the socket. Right. And so what we did in surgery is we reinforced the hip joint by placing additional sutures in the joint capsule to hold everything together. And so the hip's still nice and in place. No evidence of trauma or arthritis. The implants will stay in there for life, and unless there's a problem with the implants in the future, there's no reason to remove them. So we've completely healed. This is about 2 months after surgery.
Right,
so
exactly
excellent healing.
To the day.
Yeah,
it's 2 months.
And so she's able now to basically go back to normal activity. She can run, jump, play, do whatever she wants to do. She's free to be a normal cat and live her exciting life.
So for 2 months, you told me to confine her, and I thought it was going to be next to impossible, but she seemed to actually like being in. I bought a large pen and made kind of a luxury rehab condominium for her. And I did everything you said to the letter. I did not let her out. I would have given her more exercise the last 4 weeks.
Sure.
But the only place to do that was an enclosure that had outdoor exposure, and it's been so cold and
that's actually a good point with regard to exercise. Because when you feel her thighs, you can tell the one thigh, the left side, is a little bit softer than the right side. And so now the goal is to get some rehab in. And of course, a cat with her personality type may not be able to sort of tolerate the physical therapy at a rehab center. But at home, if you gradually gave her more and more room, at home, that's kind of the best thing you can do to gradually get used to more room for a cat. As opposed to a dog where you can control their leaches, the leash walks, and just walk them. And for a cat, you only have that. It's like 0 to 60. So if we give her more and more room over time, then she should be able to gain more and more muscle mass, and that'll help bring it back to.
So should I not give her full access to the whole house, or I can?
Do it as gradual as you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you give her more room gradually, like every week, give her more room. That way, she can gradually get used to that.
And I do have that catio, and the weather's nice now. So she can be out there and
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's really no more rechecks needed unless there's an issue. It's more a matter of just getting her back to her normal lifestyle, and then of course staying out of trouble.
She's not going out ever again.
She's indoor only now.
I intended to keep her in when I moved in that house and built the catio, and she made my life miserable. Yeah. But I don't think she cares about going out now. Yeah. She's a very fearful cat. That's, I think, part of her behavior issues.
I'll tell you, she's eating with us right here in her carrier, so I think she's gotten used to the indoor lifestyle, that's for sure.
She does seem to like it. But it's been just a miracle, and as I said, I'm so fortunate that we ended up here, and it's state of the art. You have everything, and you did such a brilliant job. I honestly didn't think I would walk out of here that night and never see her again. And
you.
so it's been just amazing. And
We're happy to help, of course.
great location in Studio City, right on Ventura. It's awesome.
True Care for Pets.
True Care for Pets. Dr. Shadia Rayfish. Thank you so much, Doctor.
My pleasure. I'm glad I could help.
Okay.